Here's a wild thought. The world's most famous photo editor started as a side project to avoid doing a PhD. In 1987, Thomas Knoll, a grad student, wrote a tiny program called Display to show grayscale images on a Mac. His brother, John Knoll, a VFX artist at Industrial Light and Magic, saw it and went, "Wait, this could be huge." They spent late nights turning Display into a full-on image editor. In 1988, John pitched it to Adobe. Adobe saw the potential, signed the deal, and in 1990 Photoshop 1.0 launched for the Macintosh. It was fast, lean, and already had killer tools like Levels Hue, Saturation Marquee Lasso. If you've ever heard of Jennifer in Paradise, that's the beach photo John used to demo the software. That image basically became the first viral test file. 1991, Photoshop 2.0 adds paths, precise Bezier curves, making cutouts and masks way more pro. 1992, 2.5 arrives on Windows, and boom, Photoshop stops being a Mac-only clubhouse. The audience explodes. 1994 is the Big Bang. Photoshop 3.0 introduces layers. Before layers, edits were destructive, nerve-wracking, and permanent. After layers, design got playful, stack, hide, blend, try again. It changed creativity itself. Mid-90s to late 90s, the web happens. 4.0 refines layers and adds adjustment layers, non-destructive tone and color tweaks. 5.0 brings editable text and the history palette, so undo isn't just one step, it's a time machine. 1999's 5.5 ships save for web, shrinking images for dial-up speeds without destroying quality. That button quietly built the visual web. 2000, Photoshop 6.0 adds vector shapes and a polished type engine. Now you're mixing pixel perfection with crisp logos and UI elements. 2002, 7.0 debuts the healing brush. Blemishes, dust, scratches, gone, like magic. Then the CS era, 2003, Photoshop 8 becomes CS, joined at the hip with the Creative Suite. Camera Raw support makes RAW photos first-class citizens. 2005, CS2 introduces Smart Objects Vanishing Point. Smart objects are like edit insurance. You can transform and filter without trashing the original. 2007, CS3 speeds up everything and brings smart filters. 2008, CS4's content-aware scale stretches images around subjects like a visual Jedi trick. 2010, CS5 one-ups it with content-aware fill. Select, delete, and watch Photoshop invent background. That demo broke brains. 2012, CS6 modernizes the interface, adds a video timeline, blur gallery, and a snappier engine, the last big box version. 2013, the cloud wave hits. Photoshop shifts to Creative Cloud, updates go continuous, features drop faster, and the subscription debate officially begins. Mobile-era Lightroom gets cozy, and in 2019 Photoshop lands on iPad. It's not the full desktop beast, but it starts a cross-device workflow that keeps improving. Then AI turns the dial to 11. Adobe Sensei quietly powers selection tools for years, but 2023's Generative Fill, powered by Firefly, makes Photoshop conversational. Type a prompt, extend canvas swap, sky add a glass of iced tea, and it renders photoreal pixels that blend with your scene. 2024 levels it up with generative expand, better upscaling, and smarter object selection. The line between capture and creation blurs, ethics and disclosure become part of the craft. So what is Photoshop today? It's a 35-plus-year conversation between code and creativity. From a grad student hack to the world's visual operating system, layers, healing, content-aware, and now generative tools. Each milestone didn't just add features, it changed how I think about images. And here's the twist. The best version of Photoshop is usually the one you have in your head, the idea that makes you open it. The software just tries to keep up. If you've ever moved a slider, masked a sky, or fixed a photo you thought was ruined, you're part of the story. Hit save, name your layers, and maybe, don't flatten.